Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Moving to Australia podcast. Today, we shall be offering expert insights to help international students and future migrants make smart decisions about their journey in Australia. We will be providing a nuanced analysis on a hot topic that has been debated a lot in the international student community: switching courses midway to pursue childcare or disability care program in hopes of securing permanent residency. To help break this all down, I'm joined by a popular and trusted voice in the migration space, Amitava Deb, who has worked closely with adult migrants facing this conundrum. Hi, Amitava. Welcome to the podcast.
Hi, Aaron. Good afternoon. There's a bit of a noise. I'm sorry about that. They're cleaning the windows. And it's raining as well here in Sydney. How is the weather in Gosford?
It's very cold. It's about 16 degrees now, and it's quite overcast. It's been raining all morning.
Hmm. And although it is raining, it's nice. And this is what makes Australia very attractive, isn't it? The weather is quite pleasant throughout the year.
Yeah, I just love everything about Australia, to be honest. So, Amitava, some
Okay.
people are advised if you want PR,
Mhm.
just switch to childcare. Is it really that simple?
And not just childcare, the many students, especially the students, a lot of students who are in Australia finishing their course, or students who have finished their studies and are on post-study work visa, which loosely termed as TR. I'm on TR, or I'm a student visa, and they panic because their TR, or the post-study work visa, is running out, and they have not been invited, either they have not been invited or they do not have much option. So a lot of agents and a lot of advisors tell them to switch to childcare, disability, or nursing, right? So yes, I think this is a very important topic to discuss. This will interest many of our audiences.
Have you observed an uptick in students making the switch in the last year or so?
Well, I don't enroll, but I can advise on the right strategy. So yes, many have rung me and said, I have studied, for example, accountancy or management, and I want to switch to childcare. Is it that simple?
Hmm,
Basically, I think everyone is aware of the new genuine student criteria that has been introduced last year. Earlier, it was genuine temporary entrant,
correct.
which meant that you are here on a temporary, your intention is temporary, and after the end of your study period or the allowed work permit after studies, you will return back. It's temporary. But now they have changed it to genuine student. Are you really a student, intending to genuinely study? If
Hmm.
someone has studied management and they suddenly want to study childcare, forget home affairs. Won't your eyebrows be raised? Why is that person suddenly interested in childcare? And especially, I have a male person. Childcare traditionally has been women, right? In childcare, a male guy who's into marketing and all that suddenly says, I want to do childcare. So
Hmm.
definitely you can make out it's definitely not genuine, right? It's, he's not a genuine student. Student visa is not a pathway to PR. One must understand that. So, yes, if someone is interested in childcare, they can prove that their history has an element, not just childcare, even for disability. You need to find a common thread. I would say, for example, someone wants to study disability because he or she has been in community welfare, social work, largely working in community organizations. Maybe education was different, but has somehow landed up working in healthcare, community care, or child care, then it makes sense. They will be okay. But switching to childcare is not as straightforward. The skilled occupation list for general skilled migration only has early childhood teacher, which means one must have a bachelor's degree. So if they switch to certificate 3, 4, or a diploma, it does not help. There's another occupation called child care center manager or child care worker. So child care worker is in the CSOL, the new CSOL. However, CSOL requires one to have an employer to sponsor them. And an employer will only sponsor them if they have 1 year of education for SID subclass 482 visa, or if they have 3 years, they have a positive skills assessment for a direct entry PR. So all these have to be taken into account. This is with respect to childcare, but I think the same applies to other areas as well. Yeah.
Okay. So some of the childcare and disability care programs offered in Australia are Bachelor of Early Childhood Education at Victoria
Yes.
University. Then you have Bachelor of Social Science in Aging and Disability offered by University
Mhm.
of South Australia and Master of
Yes.
Disability Studies at Macquarie University, New South Wales. What are some of these options available for graduates in these fields?
So one has to, I guess, look at the state nomination allocation and the list of occupations that are available for each of these individual states. Now, if you're in Australia, one thing to remember is that you cannot really be considered for other states. So you need to check which one is there in your state. And this query is actually relevant for those who are onshore. It's mainly those who are here, they're stuck, they want to switch. Hence, you need to do your homework really, really carefully. Check the occupation you are switching to is on the state list, or you have an employer ready to sponsor you and you will meet the employment requirements. Plus, you need to ensure that the occupation is on the seesaw.
So how do students who enroll in these courses find out if these courses align with the skill shortages in Australia? What is the quickest way for them to discover all this information?
Go to the state nomination website, go and check CSOL, and then find if there are employers. Do not just listen to education agents. Of course, education agents, I should not say that they do not know the rules, but sometimes the education agents who are interested in enrolling you, they don't really know much about what happens after that. So try to do your homework, contact a registered migration agent, and make the step forward very, very carefully.
So before we wrap this up, finally, your thoughts on what advice would you like to give migrants who are in Australia considering this switch purely for PR purposes?
Okay, first advice is you should not have that very evident that you are switching only for PR purposes. It should be aligned with your long-term study goals. So the advice would be to seek professional help. You know, and as I just said, look at the state nomination list, look at CSOL, look at what you have done in the past, use all this information to figure out what is the best pathway. Do not switch into something which is drastically different to your background. If you have studied IT, don't think of switching to nursing. They are not related, and you will not get the visa.
Hmm. To everyone listening, the key takeaway I think is that to make a switch to your university program requires careful consideration.
Mhm.
Understanding visa requirements and aligning them with personal interests and career goals is crucial, like you just mentioned, touched upon. So if you still find
Mhm.
yourself on the fence, then consulting with a registered migration agent like Amitava would be your best option going forward. And if you would
Mhm.
like to reach out to Amitava, all his social media handles, email, phone number is listed in the description of our podcast. So please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you for your time, Amitava, as always.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
And
you.
we will see you again in a couple of weeks. Goodbye.
Yep, all right. Bye bye.